All right, we did promise you that we'll be crossing to our reporters in Umlazi in Durban, where Police Minister Bheki Cele is expected at the family home of Senzo Meyiwa, as I indicated, in Umlazi. That's, of course, tonight. We're expecting him any minute now. So earlier today, Cele announced in Pretoria that 5 suspects had been arrested in connection with the former football star's murder exactly 6 years ago today. He mentioned, of course, that those arrests were effected here in Gauteng as well as in KwaZulu-Natal. Let's go to KwaZulu-Natal now. Our reporter Vusi Khumalo is in Umlazi for us this evening. Vusi, thanks indeed for your time. I guess the minister has not arrived yet at this point, but I guess lots of anticipation in Umlazi this evening as the family is expected to get an extensive report about these 5 suspects that have been arrested in connection with the murder of Senzo Meyiwa.
Yes, good afternoon, Griselda. Yes, indeed. We are here at Umlazi. What a coincidence. And on this day, on the 26th of October, 6 years ago, we were here immediately after the killing of Senzo. We were here as the media camping outside. And today, too, we are here camping outside Senzo Meyiwa's home, whereby we are seeing quite even a number of our colleagues from other media houses, as well as interested parties. That will be your neighbors as well as the relatives. As I'm talking here, we are waiting for the arrival of Minister Bheki Cele. We are hearing the sirens coming all the way down from the Mkaka Road, coming to Senzo Meyiwa's home, so that the minister can provide a sort of update about the latest arrests when it comes to, in connection with the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. Let me perhaps talk to one of the neighbors here who's been standing with us, even though it's hard pouring, but he ensured that he can talk to us about the matter of the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. Baba, sicela usitshele nje akushana ukuthi naphatheka kabi kangakanani ngokushona kwendodana yeni enaniyithanda la ekakhulukazi eMlazi iqhawe yebhola uCaptain Bafana Bafana kanjalo neOrlando Pirates.
Ayisaphatheka kambi impela ngoba manje njena ngisho iPirates abeyidlalela ayisawini lutho. Ngabe kuyimanje amacup agcwele ekhabethini. Njengoba nje lokho ahamba yena njena iPirates I lose I gaining a lutho. And noma khelwane futhi baphatheka kabuhlungu kangangokuthi njalo ngonyaka uma ngabe kumhla ka26 kuyaye kwenziwe lezinto ama-celebration nakhe.
Okay. Nakho-ke manje ubulungisa bebungakabonakali sonke lesikhathi namanje nje kuba kusekhona ama-arrest ambala. Uthini benikhathaza kangakanani ukuthi sonke lesikhathi sekuphela iminyaka u6 akwenzeki lutho?
Besikhathazekile ngempela ngoba namaphoyisa bese singakuboni umsebenzi wabo. Manje ke kusho ukuthi ke asekhona amathemba amancane. Kodwa akasikaboni kahle.
Okay. Yeah, this is a neighbor of Senzo Meyiwa briefly saying that he's bemoaning the fact that since the killing of Senzo Meyiwa, even the Senzo Meyiwa was playing, so he's saying that, expressing a concern that the Orlando Pirates trophy cabinet has been dry ever since. So he's also saying that they haven't been seeing justice in this matter, and now it's 6 years. No one has been arrested up until early this morning about those 5 arrests that Minister Bheki Cele did announce. So we are also hearing, Griselda, quite a lot of noise from the background. People are really interested to see Minister Bheki Cele, as we are hearing the sirens about his delegation coming to visit Senzo Meyiwa's home here, so that they can update the family about how the arrests were also made.
Vusi, let's just stay with you just a little bit. I know that you had the opportunity to speak to one of the Meyiwa family members, just of course ahead of this arrival of the Minister of Police. Could you share with us what they've said thus far about today's announcement?
Mr. Siami is also uncle to Senzo Meyiwa, was expressing optimism that this time around, because Griselda, you remember that in 2014 after the killing of Senzo Meyiwa, within a month after his killing, there was an arrest of Mbatha Kai back then. But he was he was released later on due to the fact that he was falsely accused and also arrested. So this time around, the family here at Senzo Meyiwa's home is saying that they are very happy with the latest development regarding this matter, because they believe that the charges against the suspects will stick, and also expressed optimism that they were also working with a team from AfriForum who have been roped in order to investigate these matters. We can see now, this is Bheki Cele in your visuals, leading his team from police. He's doing a fully gate, he's entering inside the homestead of Mr. Senzo Meyiwa's home, where he will update the family about all the matters, especially with regards to the arrest of 5 suspects, including those people coming from, those suspects were found in Gauteng, as well as some in here in KwaZulu-Natal. So we are also hearing a lot of people here singing here in my background, scenes where they are also we also witnessed the same scenes that also took place here 6 years ago when Senzo Meyiwa was murdered or killed. They are singing songs praising Senzo Meyiwa, saying that he's not sleeping, but he's just kneeling. So that the thing is, it's very, very dark in here, and it's also hard pouring. So it's very, very difficult for me even to move around so that I can speak to some of these fans who have gathered here outside Senzo Meyiwa's home, Griselda.
Well, stay with me just a little bit longer, Vusi. For those who are just joining us at home, those are live pictures in Umlazi, just outside Durban, where, of course, the Police Minister Bheki Cele has just arrived at the home of Senzo Meyiwa. He promised, of course, to speak to his family today, updating them about, of course, the arrest of 5 suspects in this particular murder. Vusi, just before I let you go, the family, some of the family members had previously expressed some concern about, or pointed fingers about those who were alleged to have been involved in the killing of Senzo Meyiwa. Is the family still sticking to that this evening, given that 5 people have been arrested and, of course, their identities will be made known in court tomorrow?
Yes, what the family is saying that it's very, very happy about the latest arrest, and they are saying that the charges, they have a strong belief that the charges against the suspects this time around stick, because that 6 years ago there was an arrest of Mbatha, but those charges they were later dropped due to the insufficient evidence against that suspect. So what they are now saying here is that they are very confident about the charges, about the latest arrest, saying that those people who have been arrested surely will rot in jail. And also what the family is saying, let me also perhaps come out of the shot, because it's very, very raining and it's very, very dark, and there are also cars coming through here. So this is, Bheki Cele has just shortly went inside Senzo Meyiwa's home. That's what we can hear at the moment. And also the fans have gathered here outside the gates of Mr. Senzo Meyiwa's home, singing, praising him, and also saying that he's not sleeping, yes. he's just kneeling.
All right.
Expressing that they are very, very happy, some of them, about those charges being laid against the five suspects arrested today.
All right, thank you very much indeed, Vusi Khumalo. Vusi, I'm going to allow you to go now. I'm hoping you'd be able to get some word for us on exactly what is taking place inside the Meyiwa home. That's, of course, if the media is going to be allowed into that session between the Meyiwa family as well as the Police Minister Bheki Cele. And I'm sure if that does not happen, there would be some kind of briefing a bit later on. SABC News reporter Vusi Khumalo will be live for us there, but those live pictures you'd see some of the neighbours and, others who've gathered outside Senzo Meyiwa's home. Of course, many have been waiting for 6 years for some kind of word regarding the death of Senzo Meyiwa. And I certainly have to wonder at this point, we'll chat to my co-anchor Francis Hurd about Sam Meyiwa. Senzo Meyiwa's father had passed on way before these arrests were also made. We'll ask the family members who will be speaking to us a bit later on how that will feel for them as a family that his father never got to see this day. Thanks indeed. Vusi Khumalo in Umlazi in Durban. We'll go back there again during the show.